Doing the planets. So we are on Mercury now. Today is actually Wednesday, which is ruled by Mercury. Unfortunately, I don't have anything green to wear, which is such a shame because it will strengthen my speech, and I think that's probably the reason why I've had to do a few takes on this video. So anyway, let's start with Mercury. So Mercury is a prince, is the child of the sun and the moon. And as such, it's a youthful planet. It rules the third natural house of the zodiac and the sixth, so Gemini and Virgo. It rules Wednesdays and it rules colour green, plants, and also emeralds. It rules the heart chakra, so in order to develop and get over any speech impediments or anything like that, it's good to do all the mercurial stuff that I'm going to talk about. So like join singing is, any communication is to do with Mercury. Mercury is the natural messenger of the zodiac. As we said, it's a young planet, so it's an immature planet because it's a young sun. So it rules the nervous system, skin, lungs, hands, shoulders and arms as well. So if any sort of anything that actually, any affliction through those can cause issues with those things, indications of Mercury. It's very smart, very intelligent, very intellectual, whereas the sun is intelligence. This is planet of intellect. And it's friendly with the sun, Venus, Saturn and the nodes, and it's enemies to Mars, Jupiter and the moon. And so we said it's planet of intellect, speech, any form of speech, any form of communication, even if it's like you write a card to a friend, to radio, television, social media, broadcasting, texting, anything to do with communication and speech will be ruled by Mercury. Mercury likes to connect with people. It will be all to do with the arts as well. So it's quite artistic. It can be a painter, script writer, actor, anything like that. And it also rules short distance travel as well. So like when you get in your car and drive to work and back, if you walk, if you catch the bus, scooters, anything like that. Any short distance travel, trains and things will also be ruled by Mercury. So if you have an exam and you've hit the wall, you can't really think straight, it's really good to go for a walk because it rules walking, and that process will actually get your thought process going again. So we said that it's planet of intellect. It's a dual planet, and it's also neuter as well. So it's neither female or male. And it changes personality according to the company it keeps. So if it's sitting with feminine planets, it'll be more feminine. If it's sitting with male ones, it'll be more masculine. With the softer planets, it will give soft results. With the harsher planet, will give you harsher speech and voice. So if you had Mercury in Scorpio or in Aries, because it's not friendly with those two planets, it'll have you'll speak faster than normal as well. It's very chatty, it's very friendly, it rules friends and groups as well. And it also rules sense of humour, comedic styles, mimicking things, copying things, rules printers. And also it's so we said it changes personality as well. So it rules accountancy, all those, anything to do with data, information, analysis, things like that, reports, stuff like that. And it's handy, so it can make things. It can paint. It can do DIY. Probably somebody who's like a joiner or carpenter or builder has got good mercurial, good Mercury in their chart. It rules all kinds of arts, artists, writers, poets, anything like that as well. And it's as we said, it's a youthful planet, and it will also rule your young years of education as well. And any hobbies or things that you do, interests, will all be ruled by Mercury as well. It rules plants, green plants, and rules twins, because obviously, particularly Gemini, they're both dual signs, both signs. It's as we said, it's the thinking process. So it's about getting the data and processing everything, processing information. So in signs where it's water signs particularly, it tends to just like drift a little bit. The thoughts can be here and there. That's the reason why it's debilitated in Pisces and exalted in Virgo. But even in Mercury in Pisces, we'll be thinking outside the box. So you will not be there. What you think, they just have that vision, if you like. So that's why when it's retrograde, we do tend to reflect back on things, So it's, as I said, it's creative. It rules miming, making things. If it's badly placed, or if it's very strong in your chart, it can be a trickster, a thief. It can cause. It's a planet that rules jealousy, actually, particularly if it's in an Earth sign like Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So it's nice to work on that, to actually think of it as a bad energy and work on it, so you can actually direct that energy into something positive. It's about dexterity as well, because you're using your hands as well. As I said, it could be cheeky, it could be quite gossipy, particularly Gemini one. Yeah, definitely. It can be very critical, seeing the small picture, particularly in Virgo. It rules the throat chakra, as I said, and obviously if you have speech impediment, you can actually tap into that by joining a group, choir, or actually just sing to yourself, get the lyrics on YouTube and just sing away. That's really good as well. And it just loves hobbies and being around social gatherings and things as well. In the first house, it always gets Digbala, or directional strength. So somebody with that, they're just like very, very intellectual, very good at processing data, very quick, very witty. Those people who just, you put like a quiz game on and they're just on it, and they remember things. They have that, they can literally reconnect very quickly, remember things, and it's amazing. Gosh, I don't have that at all. Second house will be really sort of put that intellect into making money. Third house will be obviously they could be younger sibling. They love traveling, hobbies, creativity. They might be really great writers. In the fourth house, early education is very important. The chatty mummy, gossipy mummy. Fifth house could be creativity, and they could be artistic. And sixth house, they could have like digestive issues, because particularly Virgo is a sign, it's natural sixth house of the zodiac, and the person could just naturally, give digestive issues. So it's about digesting life, not analysing everything, just like chilling with life. Seventh house could be that they want to be with their friends. They want to be in a relationship with somebody that they consider their friend. There could be sort of bisexuality, or you see homosexuality as well with Mercury. But to be honest, I don't, it's something that maybe I'll come to it much later on, because I'm still trying to gather information about that. So it does very, very well in the 8th house. And normally if you have 8th house Mercury, you'll find that inheritance and all that kind of, they just know how to deal with taxes and things like that as well. It's amazing. Not many planets do well in the 8th, but certainly Mercury does. They also could be deep thinkers, a scientific mind as well, because it's very research and background as well. In the 9th house would be quite academic, intellectual to a highest degree. In the 10th house, it could give you many options for your work. It could also be that you are in the arts, in media, and some form of communication, graphic design, something like that, you know, because they are just so flexible. It's such a flexible sign, flexible planet, so it's just amazing. It's a very curious planet as well. In the 11th house will be like they just love being the social butterfly, having loads of friends, loads of interests, loads of short distance travels, and always busy. It's very, very busy. In the 12th house will be like they do very well traveling longer distance as well. And they could have an imaginative mind as well. So this is tapping into Mercury, and the actual it's Om Nam Buddha Namaha, the actual mantra for it. I think it's really nice if you find that a young person is struggling with their speech, they blush and they find it difficult to assert themselves and communicate. It's really nice to get them to work on their throat chakra to improve their Mercury, because it will really helps them with their interpersonal skills and also with their exams and education generally. So it's really good. I don't think, you know, obviously when it goes too strong, any planet that gets too strong can be problematic, but if it's too weak as well, it's problematic. So we just want a nice balance. So that's it from me. So I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.